Hey everybody, stick around because today I'm going to show you guys the most delicious pork loin roast you'll ever have made in the air fryer. I have a 3-pound, this is about 3.5 pounds, center cut pork loin here. Okay, if you don't like any of these ingredients, just leave them out. I'm just going to begin by drizzling a little bit of liquid smoke over the top of my pork loin. Just shake on some dried oregano. We're just going to coat the surface really good. Some coarsely ground black pepper, also known as restaurant style black pepper. Also have some kosher salt. Kosher salt is nice to use because the grains of the salt is larger and you can see where the salt is going, and also it gives you better coverage of your surface without making your end product too salty. So just give it plenty of kosher salt. You see where it's going, so just at a far distance spread your spices. It allows it to coat evenly over the surface. So now I'm using some dried thyme. After the dried thyme, I'm going to use some ground turmeric. And after I add the turmeric, I just do a quick little light drizzle of olive oil on, and I'm just going to sort of rub everything around onto the surface and on the sides of the meat. Now I'm going to pull out my air fryer basket. Don't worry if you see me touching things. I do wash my hands. I just edit out a lot of the hand washing. But I'm going to pull out my air fryer basket. I'm going to place my pork loin in the center of my air fryer basket. It's okay if it sort of should go in there perfectly, and it does. Always wash your hands really well in between touching anything. So I'm going to season the top the same way. Now, I didn't trim any of the fat off because I want to have the nice crispy skin on top. So I'm placing it with the skin side facing upward. I'm going to place the basket inside of my air fryer. I'm using the Bagotte Air fryer, so I'm going to press the on button here. And then I'm going to press the temperature button, and I'm going to change my temperature to 380 degrees. I'm going to change the time by hitting the clock. I'm going to change it to, I think I'm going to do it for 55 minutes just so we can see where we're at. I know it's going to take quite some time, but so just press the little play button and I'll cut on. So we'll be back in 55 minutes. It's been 55 minutes. Let's take the temp. So this is done. It registers at about 167. So it's ready. I want to show you guys the skin on this crispy. So I'm going to remove this from the pan and allow this to rest on my cutting board for about 20 minutes. I'm going to cover it. So the roast is rested, or pork loin roast. So I'm just going to go ahead and just cut it. So I got my very sharp knife. Just gonna, the skin is very crispy. I'm just gonna slice it down, about 1/4-inch pieces. It's very juicy. Beautiful crispy skin on top. So I have a large serving platter here that has some yellow rice on and some steamed broccoli. And we're just going to take our pork loin and we're going to just spread it across the top. And this is good because you can just have this set on the table under a little heating lamp. You know, you have your guests come over, they can just serve themselves a nice little healthy serving of some steamed broccoli with some yellow rice. Then I just take some dried parsley because you don't want your meat to look so plain, but just so it's just a little something there to make it all look nice. Wow, look at this amazing plate. Doesn't it look delicious? So I have a little sample here on the side. Before I taste it, please subscribe to my channel, hit that thumbs up button, and leave a comment down below. Let me know what recipes you enjoyed so far, what you like to see in the future. I got asked a couple of questions. One was, is the air fryer easy to clean? Yes, it is. Extremely easy to clean. So it's very, our pork loin is very juicy and tender. Got the skin on there, nice and crisp. Such beautiful flavor. It's definitely not dry. It's very juicy, tender. I'm just pulling it apart with almost no force, so that lets you know how tender this is. So it took 55 minutes exactly, but if yours don't take 55 minutes, just cook it, extra 10-15 minutes longer, and just keep checking the temp. Okay, guys? And remember to let it rest before you cut into it. That way you can retain all the juices. Please hit the thumbs up. I would really appreciate it if you do. Please share this video. I really appreciate it. Add to your playlist. When you subscribe to my channel, there's a little bell there that pops up. Click that bell so you'll be notified of all my uploads. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your days just to come by and watch my videos. Please continue to support me. Let's live and be well. Let's come together. Let's spread love and hatred. Thank you so much.